Sister Wives star Cristin Brown reveals what she's learned from grief amid exciting career updates with David Woolley. Sister Wives star Cristin Brown has been rebuilding her life over the last few years, and making it clear that she's ready to move forward. She's sharing how she deals with the grief she feels about her former life when it comes up. Cristin, who's been sharing her love story with her husband David Woolley on Sister Wives Season 19, has made it clear that though she's been able to move forward, she hasn't entirely moved on. Cristin's relationship with David has been wonderful for her, but moving forward after a 30-year marriage to Cody Brown hasn't been easy. In a new post, Cristin shared that she deals with grief as it comes up, making it clear that though she may seem like she's over the issues with Cody, she's still processing her former relationship and all the baggage that came with it. "I've learned that grief doesn't cancel out joy, and joy doesn't erase grief," Cristin shared, explaining that grief has shaped me, softened me, and in many ways strengthened me. While Cristin's grief could be over a multitude of things, she's been opening up about more of her past recently in preparation for her upcoming tell-all book. As Cristin has moved through her life after divorce, she's been doing her best to be strong and hopeful about her future. While it was tough for her to admit that she wasn't feeling her best in her marriage to Cody, having the strength to pull herself out of the relationship was important. Cristin made it clear that she wasn't looking to keep herself closed off, but wanted to share her side of the story with the world. As she's processed through the relationship and the years of difficulty, Cristin has been open about her pain as it comes up. In her new post about grief, Cristin has made it clear that she's come to understand grief isn't just something that settles and leaves. She shared that she now understands that grief is something she can't set down when she's ready to feel joy. Instead, Cristin has made it clear she's become emotionally evolved enough to make her way through her emotions with a practiced ease, even if it isn't easy for her to handle. Cristin has been open about sharing her grief and her joy in the same space, which makes both emotions more intense and more prevalent. As Cristin has become part of a new family, she's been clear about what she's learned from dealing with her pain. Cristin has been open about the fact that some days are harder than others for her, and finding herself with David has been the joy of her life. Though she has new support in her marriage, Cristin has been clear that it hasn't been easy for her to move through the emotions of leaving her old life behind. Although she often seems happier than ever on Sister Wives, Cristin has struggled as much as she's succeeded on screen. Cristin Brown sat under the golden light of the Utah sun, a gentle breeze rustling the trees behind her. There was a calmness to her now, a peace she had fought hard for, carved out of years of heartbreak, transformation, and resilience. "I didn't understand grief until I was standing in the middle of it, trying to breathe," she admitted in a candid social media video earlier this week, her voice soft but steady. "It's not just about losing someone to death. It's about mourning the life you thought you were going to live." Fans of Sister Wives have followed Cristin through her evolution, from a devoted plural wife of Cody Brown to a fiercely independent woman rebuilding her life brick by beautiful brick. But behind the headlines, behind the Instagram updates with David Woolley and the laughter-filled TikToks with her daughters, there has been grief. Quiet, personal, powerful. "I had to grieve the family I thought I was building," Cristin said, placing her hand on her heart. "I had to let go of the expectations I carried for decades. And most of all, I had to grieve the version of myself that tolerated less than I deserved." Cristin didn't shy away from the pain of her departure from Cody and the plural marriage dynamic that left her feeling invisible. But she also didn't stay stuck in the pain. She moved, she grew. And she met David Woolley, a man she now describes as her anchor in the storm and her co-architect in a life full of light. Together, Cristin and David are not just building a home, they're building a brand. In recent months, Cristin has quietly stepped into a new phase of her career. No longer defined solely by her role on Sister Wives, Cristin has partnered with David to launch a series of ventures that blend lifestyle content, grief coaching, and home inspiration. Their first project, From Sister Wife to Center Stage, is an intimate podcast Cristin hosts from her new home office, a place filled with cozy throws, framed photos of her children, and a small wooden sign that reads, "Joy is the Rebellion." On the show, she shares insights on navigating change, healing from heartbreak, and finding joy after spiritual and emotional rupture. David often joins as a guest, offering a refreshing male perspective on supportive partnership and blended family dynamics. Cristin's voice, once cautious and unsure, is now laced with purpose. "This podcast isn't about throwing anyone under the bus," she clarified in her first episode. It's about honoring the pain and celebrating the growth. And celebrate, she has. Beyond the podcast, Cristin and David have announced plans to co-author a book, tentatively titled Love, Loss, and a Log Cabin, Rebuilding Life Together. Part memoir, part guidebook, it will chronicle their personal journeys through grief, David's experience as a widower and Cristin's heartbreak through divorce, and how they've created a shared life grounded in honesty, joy, and yes, a lot of sarcasm. Grief doesn't always look like sobbing into your pillow, Cristin said during a recent Facebook Live. Sometimes it looks like decorating your first Christmas tree with someone who sees you. Sometimes it looks like making waffles for a blended family and realizing you're smiling again without even trying. Cristin's followers, many of whom have walked through their own valleys, have responded with overwhelming support. Her DMs and comment sections are flooded with stories from women who left long-term relationships, embraced single motherhood, or redefined love later in life. "You gave me courage," one follower wrote. "I watched you reclaim your voice and I realized I could too." Cristin doesn't pretend to have it all figured out. "I still have days where I miss what I thought my family was going to be," she admitted, "but I've learned to hold space for that sadness without letting it consume the joy I've built." That balance of grief and celebration, of endings and new beginnings, is what makes Cristin's evolution so powerful. She's not just a reality star anymore. She's a storyteller, a guide, a survivor. And now she's taking that message on the road. Cristin and David have announced a speaking tour set to begin this fall, Healing Out Loud, a conversation on love, loss, and living again. The duo will visit major cities across the U.S., offering live storytelling events, Q&A sessions, and even some light-hearted moments about navigating new love after 50. "David's nervous," Cristin joked. "But I told him, if you can handle me with morning hair and a caffeine deficiency, you can handle a stage." In her downtime, Cristin continues to film content for her joint social media with David, where they share everything from DIY home projects to weekly Gratitude Sunday reflections. Their authenticity is what fans seem to love most. One video shows David attempting to install a new kitchen faucet while Cristin laughs uncontrollably from behind the camera. "It's not leaking," he insists proudly. Yet, Cristin replies with a wink. Through the grief, the laughter, the rebuilding, and the unexpected plot twists of life, Cristin has emerged as more than a sister wife. She's a leading lady in her own story, and the best part? She's writing it with a partner who encourages every word. As the sun set behind her during her video update, Cristin closed with a thought that has resonated with thousands. "Grief taught me that I am still here. I am still worthy. And I still get to dream." And dream she does, with a heart wide open and David Woolley by her side.